Which golf club is designed to hit the ball with the highest launch angle? If you are new to golf, you might be startled to learn about the launch angle. To understand this terminology, you must first understand the term loft, which is more widely used but equally confounding. The loft and launch angle are intertwined, and if you grasp one, you will understand the other. So, which golf club is best for achieving the highest launch angle? The simple answer is the lob wedge. Read on for more clarification. Which golf club is best for hitting the ball with the greatest launch angle? Various golf clubs attain various launch angles not only because of the differences in club design, but also the pace with which you swing your golf club. The longer the shot you intend to take, the more loft you will require. Likewise, you will want a little loft whenever making short, rapid swings. The lob wedge is a golf club made to strike the ball with a high launch angle. What's more, it is an excellent golf club for short-distance shots and a common pick for the flop shot and chipping because it does not demand as much accuracy as full-swing shots. What exactly is loft? To understand why the lob wedge is the greatest option, you should first grasp some terminology. The loft of a club refers to the angle at which it faces back. The ball will travel at a greater length if this angle is greater. So, does loft matter? In a nutshell, yes. Whenever approaching the green, use a club with a greater loft if you want the ball to stop exactly where it drops. However, attaining a high loft is not as difficult as you may think, and there are several things you could do to improve your launch angle. For starters, double-check that you are swinging with the right club. Secondly, select the appropriate playing conditions and golf ball for your swing, as well as train by hitting balls at various angles to see which one produces the best outcomes. Finally, be equipped with the proper golf clubs to assist you in improving your launch angle and general performance. What is the launch angle? The launch angle is the vertical elevation your golf ball departs your club after impact. Some of the factors that could influence your launch angle include swing angle, club head swing speed, the loft of the ball, the specific club. The wedge loft also influences the launch inclination. For instance, a pitching wedge could help the golfer attain a 46-degree angle, whereas the lob wedge highlighted above can reach 60 degrees or more. What makes the lob wedge the best option? Compared to hybrids, irons, and fairway woods, all wedges have an inherent loft. This loft permits them to strike the golf ball higher than most other clubs. They could easily achieve angles of 58 up to 65 degrees. Typically, the greater the degree on the wedge, the greater the launch angle. These clubs' club faces feature a sharp angle to allow them to slip under the ball, explaining why they are known as wedges. The precise angle at which your wedge will hit the ball will depend on various factors, but the club is the most crucial. Nevertheless, when it comes to irons, this is merely a fact. With drives and fairway woods, things get a little more complicated. For instance, the launch angle of a driver differs slightly from that of iron because the ball is teed slightly higher, and you can adjust the shot angle, which in turn impacts the launch angle. As a result, many golfers pick a driver with a lower loft. When it pertains to lob wedges, they have a really high loft, which implies a pretty high launch angle, particularly if you are talking about the 65-degree ultra lob wedge. All in all, there is not a perfect launch angle for every situation, so you will need to blend and match according to your location on the golf course. A greater launch angle is normally employed for short shots whenever the range is not defined. Whereas it could make it difficult to regulate direction and distance, it could be a good choice for a confined position. For instance, if the ball needs to fly over obstacles or you want to get out of a bunker, is a lob wedge necessary? You do not need to keep a high-lofted golf club like a lob wedge in your bag, particularly if you are a beginner, because it is a difficult club to master. Still, numerous pros like Phil Mickelson swear by this golf club, preferring it to other clubs that can produce similar outcomes like the sand wedge. Undoubtedly, high launch angles and lob wedges have their drawbacks. The first is that they can easily make mistakes, and you should be very precise if you desire to achieve a great shot. Therefore, it is not a decent golf club for novices who are still learning simple gaming tactics like ball control and precision. Still, if you already understand how to utilize this wedge or are ready to put in the effort to learn how to master it, it could be highly advantageous, especially on short courses. Besides, there are contemporary lob wedges that could help you attain greater precision, rendering it easier for novices to enjoy the benefits of high launch angles. High launch angle shots could make the game more enjoyable, and you may even learn several new approaches, and there is no better golf club to use than the lob wedge. However, as highlighted in this article, there are numerous factors to consider when deciding whether to employ this club. First and foremost, it is not a simple club to use, and it might take time before you master it. For those who love a nice challenge and want to improve their game, then go ahead and attempt utilizing the high lofted wedge. It could be just what you need to take your golf game to another level.